How's it going, guys? About to do a new tutorial on a taper fade. Let's get right into it. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm just combing out around the edges to get those curls out. I'm taking a number 1 magnet guard. I'm just going with the grain. Now it's been a while since he had a haircut, so I like doing these cuts when it's grown out because you could get the full effect. So I'm just taking all of his hair down with the grain, smoothing it all out. Going to the other side. Just doing the same thing. Want to make sure it's all nice and even, and always comb or brush around the edges so it has a smooth finish, so when you do the lineup, hair's not all curled up. Because sometimes when a customer goes home, he might wash his hair out and now the line isn't as crisp as it was when he left the barbershop. So right here you see he has a cowlick in the front. So what I want to do is just kind of use the corner of my clippers with the number 1 guard and just blend around it so we can hide it as much as possible after we do a lineup. All right, so right here we're going to do a back taper. Now I'm not going to bald it out with the edges like I did the sides. Some customers are a little sensitive skin wise, so I'm just going to use the clipper to go straight in. Now as you can see, I adjust my masters pretty close, so when it's time to knock out that line, it's real easy to knock it off. I don't have to scrub all day. So these things are so sharp, I'm not going to adjust the blade all the way up teeth at teeth. I'm just going to leave it a little bit open, close enough though, because these things are so sharp. Now I'm just doing the flick technique. If you watch my other videos, I'm just opening the lever as I go up. Just flick it out. It's all in the wrist. Just flick that thing out. Now I'm just using the corner of my clippers to get some of those dark spots out. Sometimes you want to cut against the grain when you're fading. See how that hair grows sideways, so I'm going a little bit more sideways right here instead of straight up. That's how you're going to make it even. Now I'm taking my 0 guard. I'm going to open the lever all the way right here, just to flick it out, give it a nice blend. Make sure that your lever is all the way open as you go up. See, there's still a dark spot right there. Just want to get those spots out so it's nice and blended. Always comb or brush as you fade so you get a good look at what you're doing. See how the corners just knock out all those little dark spots? This technique is something that you should always use, especially when doing curly hair. So right here, I'm just gonna take my edger and we're gonna clean up those sideburns, give them a nice bald taper. I like bald tapers better. They actually look better than lining up the sideburns. Bald taper is more in style these days. So right now I'm kind of going to bald it out more of an oval shape slightly, just instead of just straight, because I'm going to put a curve on the sides when I finish and I line them up. So right here, close my lever all the way so I can bald it out, and I'm just going to do it in 3 steps, just like I always say in my other videos, just 3 steps. Now I'm just adjusting as I go up. Now I'm just going to flick that line out as it's open. Now I'm going to take the corner of my clippers and just get out those dark spots, either corner. I'm going to get around the ear. Flick it out as you go up. See how it's just all dialed in? Just flicking it out. The flick technique will save you a lot of time instead of just scrubbing and switching guards, and once you get comfortable with your clippers. All right, so now right here what we have, see the side taper finished. We're going to add some of this steel grinding hair care, top it off mousse. What it's going to do is give it a nice shine, and it's going to hold everything in place. And you want to put a little bit around the edge line. Going to hold it all together, so when you line it up, it's going to give you a nice crispy line. So now I'm just going to take my edger and clean up the top. Top a little bit. You have to be real careful when doing this technique. You don't want to give them a bald spot. I've done it probably 3 times in my career. All right, so now we're gonna just lock in that line, little razor. Make sure you stretch that skin all the way out when you're using a razor. See how it's just right there. See how it's giving it that crispy line? Dialing everything in. You can get this product online. Visit my Instagram, Mark Walk the Doctor. You can also follow Steel Grinding Hair Care on Instagram. We're going to be having a lot of